A really good morning from San Francisco, the Juruani, really long name. But today is a really special day because what we are going to do, we are going to climb Monte Roraima, one of the most beautiful places in Venezuela. Yesterday I cycled to this place to eat something and I spoke with a guy who is a guide who helps people to get to the top of Roraima. Roraima is one of the tepuyes in the Gran Sabana in Venezuela, like the flat mountain. Now 6 in the morning, really early, because we have to climb 3 days to get to the top of Monte Roraima. We are now preparing our bags. We are preparing some food. Yesterday we bought all the food for the coming 3 days. We rented like the toilet, because you cannot leave anything in the mountains, so you need to take all your shit back to the village to preserve like the national park. To Santa Helena. Oh, from here it's 69 kilometers to the border with Brazil. So yeah, we will hike for around 4 days, so we have enough time to get to the border before I have to leave. But I'm going to introduce you to the people who are going to help us to get to the starting point of the hike. And this is Gabriel. Gabriel, yo quiero introducirte. ¿Cómo estás?
Todo.
Bien. Y eso es el madre de Daniel. Y ella está haciendo arepitas. Y acá tenemos el maestro de guía. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Todo fino?
Fino.
Preparando. See, so we leave the bicycle here. We have to leave Timo as well because we cannot take him to the top of the mountain. That's too difficult. He doesn't like that that I'm going to leave him here. But yeah, the people will take care of him. They know when he needs to get food, when he needs to pee and poo. So hopefully he has a good time here and he can enjoy all the people who pass by to eat something in this restaurant. So this is the bag we are going to take. It's not the best quality bag. Here it's open, really heavy as well, because we have to take food for 3-4 days. So we bought for like $30 of food. I'm taking one of the bicycle bags to make sure that I can take stuff which cannot get wet, because there is a possibility that it's going to rain a lot during the hike, or it's really hot, or it rains a lot. So yeah, let's see. This is what Daniel is going to take with him. And this is like a local backpack which the people from the indigenous villages use to hike up to the tepuyes, up to Roraima. ¿Cómo se llama, Lucy? ¿Cómo se llama esta mochila?
Guayare.
Guayare. Y eso es algo indígena, ¿sí? Guayare. I don't think it's really comfy, but that's Daniel's thing. My backpack is also not comfortable. I'm not prepared to hike during this trip. That's the reason I don't carry a backpack with me. But yeah, it's good that they have a backpack for me. I slept here in like the hammock. Really bad night. I woke up at 1 a.m. I woke up a lot during the night, so that was not good. But we are mentally ready to get up to Monte Roraima. So this is like a map of La Gran Sabana. So we are in Kumarakapay. That's the same village as San Francisco de Juruani. And this is this is Tepuy Roraima. So here you have all the tepuyes, but we are going to climb Roraima Tepuy. So yeah, it's 22 kilometers to the starting point. Es 22 kilómetros, ¿sí? Al inicio.
Sí, 22, 25 aproximadamente.
¿Y cuántos kilómetros necesitamos subir en el primer día?
El primer día, en el caso de ustedes, vas a pasar 2 campamentos. El primer campamento está entre 12 y 14 kilómetros.
12, 14.
Y el segundo campamento está a 8 kilómetros más. Si no llegan hasta el segundo campamento, que está a 8 kilómetros, hay uno anterior que está a 4 kilómetros, que se llama campamento militar.
Pero el cielo está abierto. Sí.
Otra bebecita.
Okay, so the motorcycles are ready. We have to drive 25 kilometers to the starting point of the hike. So yeah, let's get on the moto and let's get to the starting point of the hike. So we have to drive on this road for 25 kilometers. I think it's going to take us 1 hour to get there. But yeah, the landscapes are really beautiful. And it already feels like a really good adventure to do this. It's going to be really hard because of the weight we need to carry. But we are going to do it. Because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So let's... Oye, esta ruta muy difícil. Poco. So yeah, you see the quality of the road. With the bicycle this is impossible. But normally people go with like a jeep. But that's really expensive. So we are going by moto. Also expensive. But less expensive than the jeep. Okay, we are making a quick stop because this is so uncomfortable to sit here. I'm like sitting in a really bad position, but we almost arrived. ¿Y qué es que podemos ver allá?
Ok, ya que aprovechamos el descanso y despejó Roraima, vemos a Roraima la parte del frente y está tan despejado que entre los dos tepuy, entre Roraima y Cuquenán, se ve en la parte de atrás, en la parte más lejana de Roraima, la que llega entre Guyana y Brasil. O sea, significa que está muy despejado, el clima está hermoso.
So this is like a really small village where some indigenous people are living. So we arrived in the village of Parai Tepuy, and this is the starting point where you need to go to when you want to go to Roraima. So yeah, as you can see there we have Roraima, the big tepuy, so we have to walk all the way to there, to the starting point of the mountain, and then we are going up. So it's going to be a really long hike, but really beautiful, so see you on the road to Roraima. Ciao amigo, muchas gracias.
Feliz viaje.
Y nos vemos en 4 días.
4 días.
Sí, vamos. So we started the hike. And this is the place where we are going to refill the water bottles. So you can drink this river water. And I'm going to introduce Daniel to you. Esto es Daniel. ¿Y puedes introducirte? ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué es tu profesión aquí?
Aquí soy porteador, guía.
Para ir a Roraima. Yeah. So yeah, Daniel is going to help me to get to Roraima. He knows the route, he knows the people to organize this trip. So he is going to show me how to get there. Eso es la prueba, ¿sí?
Lo que vamos a hacer más adelante sí es la prueba.
¿Y qué significa la prueba?
O sea, si subes eso, subes el Roraima.
This is like a sort of mountain. If you can climb this mountain, that means that you can get to Roraima. So we are going to see if we can climb this little mountain. Because then we can make it to Roraima. Okay, so we made it to the top of La Prueba. That's Parai Tepuy. So that's the village where we started. And yeah, we made it to the top. So that means that we can climb Roraima. My knee hurts a bit. I don't know why. But let's see how it goes. The bag is like 15 kilos, I think. It's full with pasta, harina pan, a lot of food. So we need to eat a lot to lose some weight. Okay, so we hiked around 7 kilometers. So yeah, most of the path was like flat, with some little hills. So not really difficult, but with the bags it's quite heavy. So we are resting a bit. ¿Y en qué punto estamos ahora?
Ahorita nos encontramos en la mitad.
La mitad.
La mitad del camino.
Y tenemos un muy buena vista,
Sí.
de este tepuy.
Podemos ver Roraima.
Eso es Roraima,
Sí.
esta. Okay.
Y este es Kukenan.
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 ¿Y cuántos tepuyes hay?
7 tepuyes.
7.
El que más se sube es este. Para subir al Kukenan se necesitan más cuerdas, más logística.
¿Cuántos kilómetros es el segundo campamento?
12 kilómetros más.
Okay, so today we are going to try to hike 26 kilometers, so that's quite heavy. So we finally reached the first camp, Campamento Riotec, so Riotec camp. And the uncle of Daniel has a house here, and this is where his mother lives. So yeah, look how they live. They live here next to the tepuy, really beautiful. Ellos van con moto para ir de compras a supermercado. Caminando también.
Sí.
All the group tours normally stop in this campamento. They stop here, then they continue the journey again. But we are going to continue. ¿Cuántos kilómetros más? 12.
Sí.
Hasta el base. Okay. So we hiked 14 kilometers right now. We are going to try to hike 12 kilometers more. And now we need to cross a river. So I need to get rid of the shoes to be able to cross the river. So we are now reaching the river.
Vamos a cruzar por aquí.
Oh yeah.
Sí.
Hopefully we don't fall in the water. Okay, so we have to cross the river with our socks because it's really slippery. I only have one pair of socks with me. Okay, so we are now going to cross the river. It's going quite well. And we crossed the river quite easy. The water is not really cold. But yeah, only socks I have. So let's put the shoes back on and let's continue the journey. So as you can see, they also have a church here in Roraima, and there they have like a little cabana, like a little house. And the church is only used with like Christmas. Then some guy travels here to read things in the Bible for the people who want to visit the church. But yeah, the people, if they want to go to the church, the nearest village is like 14 kilometers. So they first need to hike a lot to arrive at the church. So I don't think there are a lot of people here when it's Christmas. So yeah, this is the second and final river we have to cross. Really beautiful as well, and quite easy because of the rocks here. So yeah, we just crossed the second river and now we arrive at another campsite. This is the second campsite. So those people live here next to the river, really relaxed. But you can also camp here if you want. And the houses are made of like mud, so this sand mixed with water, and then they create the house. Seems quite decent. So we chose to camp in the military camp. I already set up my tent. The base camp is up there, more close to Monte Roraima. But yeah, my back is hurting like crazy because the backpack is really heavy. And we walked today maybe 20 kilometers. So I think it's good to rest. Daniel put his tent over there, like a 2-person tent, and I put my tent over here with the really beautiful view of Roraima. So we are going to wake up with this view, really good. And tomorrow the plan is to head to the top of Roraima. That's around, I think, maybe 10 kilometers. I don't know exactly, but we have to walk up this natural stairs, so it's a lot of it's really steep there. So yeah, let's see if we can make it. But first we need to eat something as well, and this is the kitchen we made. So this will be the place where we are going to camp, or where we are going to cook. So this is like the roof. There is a river down there, also to cook, because we are going to prepare pasta with sardinas. Really simple meal, but good for the energy, because my energy level is really low right now because of the hike. So we are now heating water for the pasta. So Daniel put some salt in the water, but I thought, okay, let's also make coffee, so let's use some water for the coffee, but we don't have a coffee filter. But Daniel already put salt in the water, and I thought, ah shit, quickly take some water for the coffee. So now we have water with some coffee. So it's going to be pasta, I think, with coffee taste. And I need to wait till the coffee gets down so I can drink it, but it's like salty coffee. There are also a lot of mosquitoes, so we will make like a little fire just to create, like, how to say it, smoke for the mosquitoes, because it's not really comfy to have mosquitoes here. Okay, so we just prepared the meal. So it's sardinas with pasta. Really interesting dish. But I think it's going to give us a lot of energy. ¿Te gusta? Sí? Bueno. And yeah, so the fire will help to avoid that mosquitoes are getting here. Let's get some pasta with some tomato sauce. Really basic, but just gives enough energy to refill the energy. So we are now going to wash the dishes, and this is the road we have to take to the river to get water. So let's see if there is enough water to wash the dishes. Daniel's already filling the water bottles, so that's good. And I'm going to put the dishes in the water. So yeah, the sun is down. In a moment it will be dark. So before it gets dark, I'm now enjoying the view a bit. Look at where we are camping, crazy. And there you have the second highest waterfall in the world. But this waterfall is only a waterfall when it rains. Hopefully we can see some falling stars to do some wishes for the trip, for the life. Daniel is already in his tent. We are going to wake up really early tomorrow morning. The idea is to get up at around 4 AM in the morning and to leave as early as possible to the top. We will see each other tomorrow morning. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Good morning. We are already hiking for 1 hour. We woke up at around 4:30 in the morning. We prepared like 10 arepas to take with us on the road. And we ate some rice with sardinas. Really simple meal, but gives us quite some energy. And we need to walk 25 minutes more to the base camp, and from there it's like 4 hours to get to the top. So we have to walk there. On the camera you can't really see it, I think, but it's like a natural stairs. We came from over there really far. El profesional. He walks really fast. Tú caminas muy rápido. We arrived in the clouds and we can see the base camp. So this is the place where we wanted to go yesterday, but we had to rest in the military camp. So yeah, what we are going to do right now is rest a bit here, maybe for 15 minutes, and then we are going to hike to the top. So that's 4 hours. So you can't leave your how to say it, shit in the mountain. So people have like the toilet with them. We also have the toilet. You have to take it all the way up and all the way down. So what people also do is leave stuff in the base camp, so they don't need to take it to the top. You also have some water here. So the only water you can get, of course, is mountain water. And yeah, I assume that it's clean. It's like rainwater from the top. It's quite busy. A lot of people go from Brazil to Roraima. You also have people who come from Venezuela, of course, but more from Brazil. So what we forgot to take is like a filter for the coffee. So let's see if the people here have the filter. Hola, buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Tienes tal vez un filtro por café? Nosotros solo tenemos café y no filtro. Gracias, gracias. Okay, so we have the filter. Now we are going to make some really strong coffee, rest a bit and continue the journey. Coffee is ready. Really strong, so that's good. So let's try. With mountain water from La Gran Sabana, from Roraima. Really good. So the hike of 4 hours is going to start to the top. We recharged with some resting with some coffee, and now we have to hike on a really steep road, and this for 4 hours. So we are going to make it in 2 days to the top. ¿Dónde estamos ahora, Daniel?
Nos encontramos en la pared de Roraima.
La pared de Roraima.
Sí.
Y eso es la mitad de
La mitad de este tramo.
De este tramo. Ah.
Pues.
Okay, so this is the wall of Roraima. So here we can touch. As you can see, the wall is almost completely straight. Really beautiful, and there you have like a waterfall. So yeah, what shall we wish? Okay, let's do a wish and let's go to the waterfall. So here you have like a small waterfall, which we are going to use to put some water in the face to refresh a bit. Put the cap here and some fresh water. So we arrived at the first viewpoint. Estamos también con dos otros muchachos. ¿Y de dónde eres tú?
De San Francisco. De Sifonte, de aquellos lados, las claritas más adelante. Ahorita vive conmigo así, disfrutando la Gran Sabana. Se está conociendo.
Como vacaciones.
Sí.
Yeah, so it's a bit colder up here. But in this viewpoint you can already really see really beautiful the Tepuy. We need to still climb for I think 2 hours till we arrive at the top. So we are making a lot of progress, and there you can see the waterfall. And that's the base camp down there. And we came from that point this morning. So we walked there and then to the base camp, that point. And we walked all the way up here. So this is like the natural stairs which you have to take to get to the top. So we are almost arriving at the top of Mount Roraima. I think we still have to walk 10 minutes. So we are really close. And yeah, this is the road. So it's not really easy. If you're really fat, then it's not recommended to hike this mountain. But of course you can camp in more places to use some more days to arrive at the top. For instance this, you have to put your feet here, and here and up. And we arrived on top of Monte Roraima, finally. We did it in 2 days, so that's really good. And now we are going to a viewpoint. And after that, we are going to our hotel. Porque hay hoteles aquí en la montaña. So yeah, this is the top. But let's see how the view is from the top of Monte Roraima. Top. Wow. See, cuidado. So we climbed 1,400 meters today. So we are now on our way to Cueva Arenal, and that's the hotel where we are going to stay. So this is the place where we are going to stay. Really beautiful. So yeah, what we are going to do is set up the tents, and then we are going to the jacuzzi to take a shower. Because this morning we couldn't shower. Last night neither. So yeah, much needed. So we set up the camp. I'm drying this here. And there we have like the bathroom to have some privacy, because yeah, you need to take everything down to the village again. So you always need like this toilet. But we are now going to the jacuzzi to take like a bath. It's like 30 minutes walking. So quite close. I already have my swimming pants on. And then we are going to enjoy some cold dips, because the water is really cold. And hopefully that's going to help a bit with the muscles in the back, because of the backpack. So we are now arriving at the jacuzzi, and of course it's not a real jacuzzi, but it's a natural one. And this is where we are going to take the dip. So you have all different kinds of pools here, where you can take a dip with a little waterfall. Here you can see that there are crystals everywhere in this mountain. You can't take anything, unfortunately, because then you get a fine. Here you have a bunch of crystals with a really beautiful color, like, yeah. So all this is crystal. So we are ready to take the shower in the jacuzzi. We are going to take this one, the most beautiful one. Well, the water is really cold. That was a long time ago that I took an ice bath. No, it's not an ice bath. It's not that cold, but it's cold. Let's take the soap. Some soap, toothbrush, everything we need. It's not that cold. It's like, I think, 15 degrees. So perfect to refresh a bit. But the temperature here on Roraima is quite cold compared to other parts of Venezuela. And that's of course because of the altitude. So yeah, we are done with the shower, but as you can see on the floor are a lot of stones and everything is crystal. So let me show you, like everything. So we are now walking to the so-called La Ventana. And La Ventana means window. I need to be careful here. Whoa. There's like a really deep... ¿Es seguro para caminar aquí?
Sí. Con cuidado.
Con cuidado, si yo voy por allá.
¿Por dónde? Por aquí. Por allá es lo mismo.
Okay.
Pero ves.
Okay. You need to be careful.
Mira. La ventana es esta. Esta es la ventana.
Ah, sí. Qué loco. Esta piedra.
Sí.
So this big stone is laying in this hole, you know. Oh, you need to be careful. But then you have this really beautiful view. Look at the waterfalls there. Hopefully you can see it. Like the jungle down there. Incredible. So we are now going to the point where you can take a really beautiful photo. But look at this valley. Incredible landscape. But we need to be so careful here, because it's really slippery. But Daniel has experience with taking photos at this point. So really close to the rock. But you have sometimes this viewpoint is like closed because there are a lot of like clouds. So now we have the opportunity to be here. Aquí?
Sí.
En este? Qué bueno. Perfecto. So look at that rock, if that rock is going to fall. But I need to stay on this rock. I can't move because look there, it's like really slippery. And yeah, wow. I've never seen this in my life. There's the Puyas. And from the top, yeah, that's the best, of course. Yeah, Venezuela is the only place where you're going to see this. Like waterfalls there, waterfall there, big one. Down there, waterfalls. Yeah, we have to return after this. We have to return soon to make sure that we can find the way back, because if it's dark it's really difficult to return. So up there you also have some caves where also people are like sleeping. From those caves, yeah, you have like a better view, but then you have to hike up to that hill, yeah, to get to the cave. The name of the cave is Cueva del Indio. But yeah, we are also sleeping in a really nice place, dry and without other people. So that's more relaxed, because I can see that the whole group is like sitting in that, or like 10 people are sleeping there. So yeah, the view from our cave is really peaceful. We are back. We are now cooking some pasta. I will show you quickly. So it's going to be the same meal as yesterday. We are traveling on a budget to Roraima, so we are not eating luxury. I don't think you can see it. No, you can't see it. But yeah, pasta gives us enough energy to walk, to hike. Yesterday morning we left San Francisco, the Juruani, and we arrived at the military camp. We camped there, and then this morning we left really early to arrive in 2 days on the top of Roraima. And look at where we are. We are sleeping in a cave, in like a surreal place. This landscape is so different from what you can normally see when you're going to places. It was not my plan to go to Roraima, but I'm really happy that I did it. That we also visited this beautiful part of the state of Bolivar, and I think this is a really beautiful end of the trip in Venezuela. Of course, we still need to travel for some days to the border, but this is like a once in a lifetime experience. And because I met Daniel, Daniel, puedes venir? I met Daniel in the restaurant, really random. He told me that he did hikes to Roraima. So if you want to hike to Roraima, really luxury, he can organize it as well. But if you want to travel on a budget, like me, to Roraima, then you need to contact Daniel. I will put his phone number in the description, also the link to his Instagram. Contact him if you want to go to Roraima. So you can go to Roraima if you are in the north of Brazil, or if you are in Venezuela, contact him as well. Muchas gracias, Daniel, por este tour. We are going to see each other in a new video. I think still in Venezuela, in the border town of Santa Elena de Guayren. So see you next time in Venezuela. Adios.